education is life itself. Good morning to one and all. Welcome to NAC A+ accredited university, Sharda University. Thank you so much. It is both an honor and privilege to stand here and welcome you to International Conference on Recent Trends in Biotechnology and Applied Bioinformatics 2023, organized by Department of Biotechnology in collaboration with Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Computer Science and Application, Sharda School of Engineering and Technology, Sharda University. The event is sponsored by DST SIR. The objective of this event is to recognize the work of outstanding researchers of our great nation and across the globe, and to acknowledge their sincere work, research, and devotion in the field of biotechnology and bioinformatics.
We are truly humbled and privileged to stand here and welcome you for the event. The objective of the event is to recognize the work of outstanding educators, researchers, and innovators of our great nation and across the globe, to acknowledge their sincere work, research, and devotion in the field of education and research. Further, it is mark of undying tradition to invoke Almighty at the beginning of an important event. Thus, I request all the dignitaries to kindly come forward for lamp lighting.
Thank you all. Now I would request Mr. Chancellor, Sharda University, Shri P.K. Gupta ji, along with our beloved Vice Chancellor, Shri Sivaram Khara ji, our Dean Academics, Professor Parmanand sir, along with distinguished Professor R.S. Sharma and B.C. Tripathi ji, and the host of the conference, Abhimanyu Jha sir, please come on the dais. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaubeji, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Government of India, as our chief guest for today's event. Sir, we welcome you here. He has joined us online. A big round of applause, everyone. Thank you so much. So offline, we are joined by our beloved Chancellor, Shri P.K. Gupta ji, Sharda University. I request Vice Chancellor, sir, to welcome sir and give away a token of respect to sir. Please. A big round of applause, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us today. I request Dean Academics Affairs, Professor Parmanand Astia, to please welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sibaram Khara. Thank you, sir. Thank you for always encouraging such events. Big round of applause, everyone. It's just the beginning. Keep your energy. Thank you. Now I request Professor Abhimanyu Jha, the host of the conference, to please welcome Dean Academic Affairs, Professor Parmanand. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request distinguished Professor, Professor B.C. Tripathi, to please welcome distinguished Professor, Professor R.S. Sharma. So thank you so much for giving the shape of this event. I request Professor Pankaj Taneja to please give away the token of respect to Professor B.C. Tripathi. Sir, please. I request Associate Professor Dr. Vishal Jain, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to please give away the token of respect as a sapling to Professor Abhimanyu Jha, Head of the Department of Biotechnology. Sorry, so sorry. Sure, sir. You have it ready for Abhimanyu, sir? Because that's it. Speakers, delegates, authors, faculty members, and students, a very warm welcome to all of you.
Taking the event further, I would like to request Professor Abhimanyu Kumar Jha, Head, Department of Biotechnology and Convener, ICRTBAB 2023, to welcome the gathering.
A very warm good morning to all of you, honorable dignitaries, Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaubeji, Minister of State for Consumer and Food Protection. He's holding several departments at the moment in the Union Cabinet. Chancellor Shri P.K. Gupta ji, Vice Chancellor Professor Sibaram Khara, Dean Academics and Dean School of Engineering and Technology Professor Parmanand, the distinguished professors of my department, Professor R.S. Sharma and Professor B.C. Tripathi, the keynote speaker, the first keynote speaker rather, because we are going to have several keynote sessions in this international conference. The first keynote speaker of the day, Professor R.N.K. Bamzai, other distinguished guests, esteemed scientists, scholars, and researchers. It is my honor to welcome you all to the International Conference on Recent Trends in Biotechnology and Applied Bioinformatics, that is ICRTBAB 2023. Biotechnology has been one of the most rapidly growing fields in recent times, and it has revolutionized the way we look at the world. Biotechnology has been instrumental in providing us with novel and innovative solutions to some of the most complex and challenging problems in human health, agriculture, and the environment. It has emerged as a key driver of economic growth and development, and its potential applications are limitless. The field of biotechnology has seen a lot of progress in recent years, and there have been significant advances in areas like genomics, proteomics, bioinformatics, synthetic biology, and gene editing. The developments in these areas have provided us with a better understanding of biological systems and have paved the way for the development of new and innovative products and services that can benefit our society. Today, we have gathered here to share our knowledge and insights about the latest trends in the field of biotechnology and applied bioinformatics. This conference will provide an opportunity for us to discuss the most recent advancements in these fields and explore their implications for the future. The advancements in these fields have led to the discovery of new drugs, the development of disease-resistant crops, and the creation of renewable energy resources. One of the most significant trends in biotechnology in recent years has been the increasing use of genomics and bioinformatics to develop personalized medicine. The ability to sequence an individual's genome has provided us with a wealth of information about their genetic makeup and has allowed us to develop targeted treatments for specific diseases. The use of applied bioinformatics has enabled us to analyze and interpret this vast amount of genomic data, which has led to better diagnosis and treatment of diseases. The field of gene editing has also been significant because it has made significant progress in recent years with the development of new techniques such as CRISPR-Cas9. This has provided us with a powerful tool for precise and targeted gene editing, which can be used to treat genetic diseases or to modify crops to make them more resistant to pests and diseases. So keeping several things like this, as well as keeping the recent COVID pandemic in mind, we tried to go for the further things. The COVID pandemic taught us the importance of biotechnology. The vaccines, Covaxin and Covishield, were developed by the biotechnologists, and biotechnology proved to be the life savior during the time of crisis. So keeping all these things in mind, we planned this conference. We have an excellent lineup of keynote speakers, plenary speakers, invited talks, as well as young presenters. And these presenters have come from various parts of this country, as well as different parts of the world. Most of the speakers from different parts of the world, like Germany, USA, China, and so many other countries, would be presenting online as well. So they will be sharing their expertise and experiences. The discussions and presentations that will take place during this conference will undoubtedly help us to gain a better understanding of the current state of art in biotechnology and bioinformatics. You will have the opportunity to share your ideas, gain new insights, and establish new collaborations that could lead to groundbreaking discoveries and innovations. As you all know, the fields of biotechnology and bioinformatics are rapidly evolving, so it is essential for all of us to keep up with the latest developments. I would like to tell you a few things about the Department of Biotechnology at Sharda University. We are one of the 6 departments in the School of Engineering and Technology at Sharda University. And in our department, we always try our best to ensure that all of our students and research scholars get placed in good companies or they go for higher education. So most of our students, they are working in different parts of the world. In different countries, they have gone for full-time scholarship as well. Some of our students, they have made us proud by bagging the best positions in big companies across the world. This department was established in 2009. BTech Biotechnology course was established in 2009, followed by MTech Biotechnology, as well as MSc in Genetic Engineering. So we thought that we should go ahead with a conference in which we can bring together different and various topmost experts in the field of biotechnology as well as applied bioinformatics under one umbrella. And we can have participants who can deliberate upon different issues facing this field of biotechnology as well as applied bioinformatics, which will help our country in the long run. So in conclusion, the field of biotechnology and applied bioinformatics has seen significant progress in recent years, and the potential application of this technology are vast, and this made us go for this conference. I would like to thank the higher management of our university for supporting us always. In addition to that, I would like to thank our sponsors. We have a great range of sponsors, and we have got the scholarship of more than 13 lakhs thanks to our sponsors, and DST SERB has sponsored our conference, so that was the tip on the iceberg. Thanks to the efforts of Professor R.S. Sharma, we have got a huge range of sponsors in this conference. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the participants for joining us today, and I'm confident that this conference will be a great success. I hope that you all will have an enjoyable and productive experience during this event, and I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I thank Professor Abhimanyu Kumar Jha for delivering the welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an immense pleasure for us to virtually host Shri Ashwani Kumar Chaube ji, Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate, and Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Government of India, as our chief guest for today's occasion. We are truly humbled towards Shri Ashwani ji for accepting our invitation and gracing today's occasion. I would like to welcome Sir for his address. Shri Ashwani Kumar Chaube ji is a veteran politician from the state of Bihar who has been elected to Bihar Legislative Assembly for 5 consecutive terms. Ashwani ji is currently serving the country as Minister of State for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, as well as Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change. He is also a member of 17th Lok Sabha in the Government of India. Shri Ashwani ji has been instrumental in driving several initiatives and schemes aimed at protection and conservation of the environment. He has showcased his remarkable efforts towards advancing sanitation and hygiene standards for disadvantaged communities. Some of his key initiatives include Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, where he played a crucial role in implementing the scheme and ensuring that farmers received adequate compensation. Others are National Afforestation Program, National Clean Energy Fund, and Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, to name a few. In Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Shri Ashwani ji has become a strong advocate of this campaign and has actively promoted it across the country. Apart from these initiatives, Shri Ashwani ji has also been actively involved in promoting sustainable development practices and reducing carbon emissions. Under his leadership, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has launched several awareness campaigns aimed at promoting eco-friendly practices and reducing pollution. His special interests include upliftment of the poor section of the society, nature conservation, health hygiene and sanitation, conservation of Ganges and other Indian rivers, working for the disabled, fight for the eradication of dowry system, drug addiction, and cancer awareness. Overall, Shri Ashwani Kumar ji is a highly respected politician and a key figure in India's effort to protect and conserve the environment. His contributions to the field have been significant, and his leadership has been instrumental in driving several key initiatives and schemes. With these words, sir, I welcome you for your address.
आज ऑनलाइन जुड़े हुए सभी बंधु बांधव भगिनी को हमारा हृदय से नमस्कार। आप सबको नमस्कार। मुझे खुशी है कि आज शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के आमंत्रण पर उनके द्वारा आयोजित बायोटेक्नोलॉजी और अप्लाइड बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स के इस 3 दिवसीय अंतरराष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन में मुझे ऑनलाइन भाग लेने का मौका मिल रहा है। हमारे वहाँ मंच पर विराजमान श्री पी.के. गुप्ता जी जो कुलाधिपति है शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के, श्री वाई.के. गुप्ता जी जो प्रो चांसलर हैं वहाँ के प्रति कुलाधिपति शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के, श्री शिवराम खारा जी जो कुलपति है शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के, श्री परमानंद जी जो डीन एकेडमिक्स शारदा विश्वविद्यालय, प्रोफेसर आर.एस. शर्मा जी जो वैज्ञानिक भी रहे और साथ साथ अच्छे वैज्ञानिक के साथ ही वो शारदा स्कूल ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग की व्यवस्था देख रहे हैं, प्रोफेसर बी.सी. त्रिपाठी जी, श्री हमारे प्राध्यापक अभिमन्यु कुमार झा जी और एवं उपस्थित अन्य गणमान्य अतिथिगण, हमारे सम्मानित सहयोगीगण और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय प्रतिभागी गण, साथ ही मीडिया, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और प्रिंट मीडिया के हमारे भाइयों बहनों, जहां तक आपने ये 3 दिनों का जो सम्मेलन बुलाया है और सम्मेलन में हम सब लोगों को आपने इकट्ठा किया है, सबको सहयोगी बनाया है, इसके लिए मैं शारदा विश्वविद्यालय को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ। मैं शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के कैंपस में पहले भी आ चुका हूँ और बड़े अच्छे सेमिनार में मुझे वहाँ बात करने का मौका मिला है। आज भले ही मुझे व्यक्तिगत कारण से व्यस्तता के कारण मैं अपने संसदीय क्षेत्र भगवान श्री राम की कर्मभूमि, प्रथम कर्मभूमि जो हमारा संसदीय क्षेत्र है सिद्धाश्रम बक्सर, वहां से मैं ऑनलाइन आपसे जुड़ा हुआ। आप सब जानते हैं कि जैव प्रौद्योगिकी का जो विकास होने वाला ऐसा क्षेत्र है जिसका हमारे जीवन के विभिन्न पहलुओं पर महत्वपूर्ण प्रभाव पड़ता है। इस क्षेत्र के नवाचारों का विशेष करके जो उसमें से चिकित्सा, कृषि और पर्यावरण विज्ञान में अति उपयोगी सफलताएं प्राप्त की है। आपको मालूम है कि जैव प्रौद्योगिकी जो भविष्य में वैयक्तिक चिकित्सा और जीनोम इंजीनियरिंग, मानव जीन थेरेपी और जैव निर्माण, जैव ईंधन, पर्यावरण और आनुवांशिक इंजीनियरिंग, सिंथेटिक जीव विज्ञान जैसे क्षेत्रों के लिए ये आशा की किरण है। सचमुच इस प्रौद्योगिकी में दुनिया में एक क्रांति लाने की क्षमता है और एक नई क्रांति और अनुभवों को साझा करने का एक अवसर प्रदान करेगा। ये एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां ऐसे लोग आज एक साथ सम्मिलित हुए हैं और विशेष करके 3 दिनों के विचार विमर्श के बाद जो 3 दिनों तक आप एक गहन मंथन करने वाले हैं, जो इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन में सचमुच में इस निर्णय, जो भी आपके इस सम्मेलन के निर्णय होंगे, इसके निर्णय हमें तकनीकी और आर्थिक विकास में अधिक सक्षम बनाने में समर्थ हो पाएगी। इनके अनुप्रयोग से हम लोगों के जीवन में सकारात्मक जो पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग है, सकारात्मक परिवर्तन भी ला सकते हैं। और बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एवं बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स दोनों ही विज्ञान आज उन क्षेत्रों में से है और जो हमारे परिवेश की भावी समस्याओं के निराकरण की तरफ हम बढ़ रहे हैं। और यह सचमुच ये विषय कोई विदेशी विषय नहीं है, ये भारत के मूल चिंतन से जुड़ा हुआ है। भारत का जो हमारा पौराणिक सांस्कृतिक चेतना रही है, सचमुच ये भारत के प्राचीन काल के अवधारणाओं से जुड़ा हुआ विषय है। और इन दोनों के क्षेत्रों में जो होने वाली आज तकनीकी प्रगति है, उसके प्रयोग बिना देश के आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी द्वारा जो सुझाई गई लाइफ, यानी कि लाइफ फॉर एनवायरनमेंट, यह जो जीवन शैली अपनाने की कल्पना करना अत्यंत ही कठिन होगा। और इसलिए जिस पंचतंत्र के आधार पर जो ग्लासगो के कॉन्फ्रेंस में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी ने देश और दुनिया को जो लाइफ के बारे में, लाइफ फॉर एनवायरनमेंट की बात कह करके एक कह सकते हैं कि लोगों को जिस प्रकार से ये पंचामृत भेंट किया है, ये हमारे देश का एक बहुत बड़ा मिसाल है। और इसलिए हमारे जीवन जीने की जो शैली है, हमें लाइफ फॉर एनवायरनमेंट, हम पर्यावरण के आधार पर अपने जीवन को कैसे ठीक कर सकते हैं, इस बात की कल्पना इस पूरे थीम में है, प्रधानमंत्री जी के इस लाइफ थीम में है। जैव सूचना विज्ञान आधुनिक जैव प्रौद्योगिकी वैज्ञानिक प्रगति के अति महत्वपूर्ण अंश है, वो घटक है। और हाल के वर्षों में जो डाटा और कंप्यूटरिंग शक्ति के तेजी से जो विकास, उसने हमें जटिल जैविक प्रणालियों का विश्लेषण करने और नए उपचार, विशेष करके जो हमारे नए उपचार के साथ साथ और निदान संबंधी उपकरण विकसित करने में इतना सक्षम बनाया है, जिसकी पिछली सदी के अंत तक हम कल्पना भी नहीं की जाती थी। लेकिन आज जिस विषय को आपने छुआ है, आज जिस विषय पर आप सम्मेलन कर रहे हैं, सचमुच में जैव प्रौद्योगिकी के साथ साथ जो जैव सूचना विज्ञान है, उसके एकीकरण ने अनुसंधान और विकास के नए रास्ते खोल दिए। और मैं ये सोचकर हर्षित हूं कि आने वाले वर्षों में यह प्रौद्योगिकी मानव जीवन को कितना सहज और सरल तथा उन्नत बनाने वाली होगी। आज सचमुच में मेक इन इंडिया से लेकर के और आज जहां हम कह सकते हैं कि पूरे देश और दुनिया में भारत ने आज वैश्वीकरण के इस भागदौड़ में, इस प्रतियोगिता में भारत आगे बढ़ रहा है। और सचमुच में हमने जो भारत की जो अपनी भारत सरकार की जो नीति है, हमने उस नीति के आधार पर हम अपने वैज्ञानिकों को, कभी इस देश के अंदर जय जवान जय किसान जय विज्ञान की बात कही जाती थी, आज जो जय किसान जय जवान जय किसान लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी ने कहा, और फिर जय जवान जय किसान जय विज्ञान आदरणीय हमारे भारत रत्न पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री श्री श्रद्धेय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने, और फिर आज के वर्तमान प्रधानमंत्री जो एक जिनकी दिव्य दृष्टि है, और उनकी भावी पीढ़ियों को हम कैसे आने वाले इस अमृत काल के 25 साल के बाद, जब यह देश 100 साल का, देश की आज़ादी का 100 साल हम बनाएंगे, तो हम इस देश को किस क्षेत्र में हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे। और यह जो हमारा टेक्नोलॉजी का जो क्षेत्र है, विशेष करके जो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, इसका प्रयोग कितना अधिक से अधिक मानव जीवन को आगे सफल बनाएगा। हम इंटेलिजेंस, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात करते हैं, ऐसे तमाम चीज़ों को आज हमारे वैज्ञानिक शोध करके और नए नए इनोवेटिव आइडियाज देश के अंदर ला रहे हैं। अंत में मैं बायोटेक्नोलॉजी और एवं बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स के से जो क्षेत्रों के व्यक्तियों का, जो लोग यहाँ आए हैं, अनुसंधानकर्ताओं का जो हितधारक हैं, जो उनको एक साथ लाने के लिए मैं इस सम्मेलन के आयोजक शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के उन आयोजकों को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं और उन्हें साधुवाद देता हूं, और साथ ही मैं आभार भी व्यक्त करता हूं कि आपने मुझे इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में जुड़ने का अवसर प्रदान किया और मुझे कुछ कहने का आपने अवसर दिया। मैं अंत में अपनी उस आशु कविता से इस सम्मेलन की शुभकामना देते हुए मैं अपनी बात को समाप्त करूंगा। नव क्षेत्रों में नवोवेशन हुआ, नव जीवन का क्रमिक विकास हुआ, जीवों के जीवन की रक्षा करने के लिए जीवाणुओं के दुष्प्रभावों से बचाव के लिए भोजन और भेषज का उत्पादन कर बायोटेक्नोलॉजी को माध्यम बनकर शतवर्षीय जीवन का कथ्य यथार्थ करेंगे। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम का सपना साकार करेंगे, वसुधैव कुटुंबकम का सपना साकार करेंगे। मुझे विश्वास है कि सम्मेलन के इस समुद्र मंथन से उसके बाद जो निष्कर्ष निकलेंगे, जो 14 रत्न समुद्र मंथन से निकला था, निश्चित रूप में इन 3 दिनों के सम्मेलन के बाद जो निष्कर्ष निकलेंगे वो इस क्षेत्र में एक नए मापदंड स्थापित करने में समर्थ हो पाएगा। वो मील का पत्थर सिद्ध होगा और उसके प्रगति के लिए नए आयाम देंगे। मैं आप अपने अभिष्ट लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करें, इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देना चाहूंगा और आप सभी आगंतुक सज्जनों का मैं फिर से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं शारदा विश्वविद्यालय के प्रति कि मां शारदा के नाम पर जो विश्वविद्यालय आगे बढ़ रहा है। मुझे खुशी है कि वहाँ के शारदा विश्वविद्यालय परिवार के लोग आज वहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं और देश विदेश से आए हुए हमारे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय प्रतिनिधि उसमें सम्मिलित हुए हैं। मुझे प्रत्यक्ष मौका नहीं मिल पाया क्योंकि मैं बहुत ही विशेष कारण से मैं अपने क्षेत्र में आज यहाँ पर कार्यक्रम में हूँ। मैं आप सब लोगों को फिर शुभकामना देते हुए भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि आप सभी सुखी रहे। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु माँ कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। आप सभी सुखी रहे, स्वस्थ रहे, आप मंगलमय हो, भद्र हो और एक दूसरे की पीड़ा को अपनी पीड़ा समझ करके पीड़ित मानवता की सेवा में हम सभी लगे रहे। मानव सेवा, माधव सेवा, जन सेवा, जनार्दन सेवा, यही हमारा मूल चिंतन है। यही भारत का हम कह सकते हैं सभ्यता और संस्कृति है। मैं आज के पुनः इस कार्यक्रम के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामना, बधाई। आपका लक्ष्य पूरा हो इसके लिए पुनः भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम, नमस्कार।
आदरणीय अश्विनी कुमार जी की उपस्थिति के लिए हम शारदा विश्वविद्यालय की तरफ से उनको आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस।
धन्यवाद,
धन्यवाद,
धन्यवाद।
Now, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. Exemplifying the values like commitment, impression, partnership, originality, compassion, inclusion, and honesty. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. P.K. Gupta ji, Chancellor, Sharda University. Sir, please address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Very good morning, our dear guests, speakers and participants. Already our Honorable Minister has spoken in a very detailed manner the application of the biotechnology and bioinformatics. So repeating the same thing doesn't make any sense. I would like to share some of my experience. My father was a Ved. So in my childhood, I have gone through the entire Ayurvedic, treatment kind of process. And what I realized, the knowledge, what our ancestor has it still has not been unlocked. You talk about the stem cell therapy, you talk about the gene editing, you talk about the biotechnology, you talk about anything what we are doing. The way the Ayurvedic medicine was processed and prepared, if you go in detail, then you'll find with a very small variation, the property of medicine keep changing. So I can only say the next century will be bioinformatics, biotechnology, stem cells. I was reading an article that some few years back, there is a research is going on how to reverse the aging process of the human being. So there is a T cell in the body. So normally what happens when we grow, the cell also grows. After a certain age, it starts declining. And that causes, wrinkle on a face, everything starts declining according to cell. We have another cell, what we call cancerous cell. Today, India has become a world capital of the cancer. Whatever treatment you do, again it will rebound. So scientists are thinking if we can make this T cell specifically as a cancerous cell, then you are going to reverse your age. And they say maybe in 10 years down the line, we will have one injection will cost as good as iPhone mobile, Apple mobile, and you can reverse your age by 30 years. So when we talk about this, so then I am again recalling, आप रावण की बात करो रावण की, ये हमारे जो साधु थे, those who used to do the kayakalp, so they used to live 300 years, 400 years, by rejuvenating their body, by recharging their body cells. So there is a lot of history, a lot of stories in our Indian culture, Indian tradition, which can give us insight. This was not a story. This was something based on the truth. So maybe I hope that in the next decade, because climatic change, global warming is going to cause serious threat to the world. The food security, the human tolerance towards the natural changes, and all had the solution in biotechnology, or you can say the biology. The last decade, or maybe the last century, was revolutionized, in computer science, telecommunication. The next century will be revolutionized by only, because all what we do is to make human civilizations and human race more comfortable, more livable, more healthy, more happy. So the role of biotechnology in the biology, the biosciences is going to be great. So I will give my best wishes to you, because I understand much deeper, because it will take hours together to explain your ideas. So I think all of you are very, very intelligent. Well, I'm not a student of biotechnology, but I just applying my common sense that this is one subject and one area of research which will change the world in the coming decades. Wish you all the best. May God bless you. And I hope that these conferences will bring some kind of new thoughts to our leaders and also enlighten our young students and participants. All the best wishes, sir. And this is going to be, because I will also tell you that I'm very glad that Sharda University Biotech Department has collected the maximum grant from the Department of Biotechnology and ICMR and all. And publication is also coming in a very large number from this department. And I hope this will keep going, and Dr. Tanda leadership, Dr. Tripathi, Dr. Sharma, Sivaram Kharaji, our Dean Academics. So your team is very good, and I wish that something will happen here and you will get maybe one day some respectable prize. Maybe I wish that any of you will be claimed to be Nobel laureate, because nothing is impossible. Any creative idea can turn to be, like a $1 billion idea. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the permission of Chancellor, sir, we would like to proceed to release the abstract proceedings. So please, let's proceed for opening of the abstract proceedings. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, a true researcher is the one which can lay the path, set the course, and assist the humankind to make the world an even better place. Research is not just informative, but also includes ethical, behavioral, and social aspects. It combines historical, colossal, and scientific events, and thus guides us to take decisions for our day-to-day events. As we go on, we expand our boundaries and are surprised by what we have learned so far. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who lives with this example, we would like to welcome on stage our true accomplished researcher, Professor Dr. Sibaram Khara, Vice Chancellor, Sharda University, India. Sir, please address the gathering. Thank you so much. Big round of applause, everyone.
Good morning to all. Today's chief guest, Sri Abasini Kumar Chaubeji, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distributions, Government of India. Sri P.K. Gupta ji, Honorable Chancellor of Sharda University, Dr. Parma, Dr. Abhimanyu Jha, R.S. Sharma ji and B.C. Tripathi ji on the dais, and all the distinguished guests, speakers, participants, students, faculty members, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to everybody. I am very honored to be invited in this conference on recent trends in biotechnology and applied bioinformatics, which is organized by Department of Biotechnology in Sharda University. First of all, my heartiest congratulations to the department and the organizers for having organized such a good and important international conference. First time international conference of this kind organized by this department, involving large number of good quality research articles from across the globe. And also we have officially published the printed brochures. And I am happy to see that some of the selected good quality papers will be published in the special editions of journals. So the good works of the research in this area, some of the authors will be privileged to publish the papers with high impact factor journals. As far as the Department of Biotechnology is concerned in this Sharda University, this is one of the most performing department as far as the research and development activities are concerned. They are winning the highest amounts of the funded research projects from different funding agencies of the government. Therefore, the Sharda University very much proud and privileged to have this department, also the faculty members and eminent scientists. I am also very delighted to declare that the faculty members of this department have some of the publications in the highest impact factor journals, which are more than 40 impact factor, and quite a number of such papers are frequently published, thereby making not only the departmental profile, but making the Sharda University is a proud as far as research is concerned. And I am sure that this conference will be very useful and provide a good platform for the researchers, scientists and practitioners to present their research findings and share their experiences. A lot of critical discussions on various challenges and issues pertaining to the biotechnology and bioinformatics, and also the future opportunities to work in this field will be delivered and discussed. And through this platform, conference will also strive to foster innovations and promote the development of new technologies in the biotechnology and bioinformatics field. And I can see that this conference will focus on the latest innovations in the biotechnology and bioinformatics, and some of the areas are the genomics, proteomics, transcriptomics, metabolomics, synthetic biology, system biology, etc. And also conference will cover various applications of biotechnology and bioinformatics, such as drug discovery, development, personalized medicines, as already in detail discussed by Professor Abhimanyu Jha, and in the sector of the agriculture, and then bioremediation and environmental monitoring as well. But I could see also some of the recent trends. I am sure that will be discussed quite often in the newspaper. Also we see the gene editing and DNA editing. But things are to be done very carefully, maintaining a perfect ethics in this area, and everything should be developed for the humankind, for the benefit of the society and humankind, not to be otherwise. If such practice comes in force in future, the DNA editing. As we all know, in the all disciplines, that the artificial intelligence has become a tool for research in every aspect. Therefore, the bioinformatics and biotechnology will not be excluded. The applications of the AI and very high computing machine and machine learning as well will be well applicable, and I am sure some of the aspects of this, how it can be embedded and integrated in this area, will be presented in some of the papers. To talk about in brief of the Sharda University, Sharda University is now taking initiative to be a research-driven university. So not only the high quality teaching learning, because we cannot overlook the good quality teaching, because once we are able to create a good knowledge among the students and skills, certainly the research outcomes will be there. But alongside the creating of facilities for good teaching learning, the university is now focusing to establish some of the good research labs. I am happy to declare here that in 2 years of time, Sharda University is going to establish one Sharda Innovation Center, and basically the biotechnology, life science, food technology, allied health science, medical, dental, pharmacy, all these related areas will be focused. And also our minister has highlighted that in 2047, when we will be completing the 100 years of independence, we want to be recognized in the world as a developed country. So very wisely, the government has now put a clock on the number of days or hours left to complete 100 years of independence instead of months and years. So each day we are passing, our time is passing to complete the 100 years of independence. If really want to be recognized as a developed country, healthcare sectors and related aspects, biotechnology, medicines, all these things will play a very crucial role to be recognized as a developed country in this globe. I think we are moving in the right directions, because during the COVID you have seen that some of the inventions and drugs which is produced in India has become so effective, and it is at the initial stage, though the World Health Organization has not recognized appropriately, but its results now showing, and we are earning a very good respect in this area as far as Covaxin, Covishield is concerned. So I am sure that this conference in this field will be a very useful conference, fruitful conference, and all these researchers and faculty members will be immensely benefited by the deliberations and presentations of the papers, those who are working in the recent areas. Wish you all the grand success of this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the dictionary states that education is the act or process of imparting or acquiring general knowledge, developing the powers of reasoning and judgment, and generally of preparing oneself or others intellectually for mature life. With that, having a rich experience of over 2 decades in the field of academia, his primary focus has been to enhance the quality of education through strategic quality initiatives. Sir's tenure has led to an overall excellence in education, research, infrastructure, and systematic development of organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Professor Dr. Parmanand, Dean Academics Affairs.
Very good morning to all of you. It's one of the great day for the School of Engineering Technology, Department of Biotechnology, and the Computer Science Engineering and Computer Science Application. Today, we have a presence of Honorable Minister of State, Sri Ashwini Kumar Choube ji, Honorable Chancellor Sri P.K. Gupta ji, Pro-Chancellor sir could not come because of his engagements, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sri Sibaram Khara ji, Professor R.S. Sharma ji, Professor B.C. Tripathi ji, and HOD Abmani ji. Let me congratulate to all the organizing members for organizing such a wonderful conference. And moreover, it's only within 3 months, the concept was conceptualized in January, and at the end of the April, we got a successful conference, and that too is sponsored by DST as well as different industry people. Last 1 year is one of the successful year for the Department of Biotechnology. They got NBA accreditation. University got NAC A+. Dr. Saurabh Jha got a paper published in one of the high impact factor, that's 42. They got a good research funding, which are very much important for any of the organization, academia, research, industry connect. That's are really in place. Rightly said by Honorable Vice Chancellor as well as our Chancellor sir, the next decades are going to be biotechnology, bioinformatics, as well as the computer science engineering, along with electronics engineering, communication, as well as mechanical engineering. When we are talking about any of the devices which are related to the biotechnology, biosensor, biodevices, genome, genetic testing, genetic engineering, and for many, even for the war, different biodevices, biochemicals are being created by the different scientists. Of course, it is a negative that may destruct the human beings all across the world. But even then, biotechnology and bioinformatics is going to play a big role in development of any other country. That is why I request all the professors, faculties of the department to have a multi-discipline, multi-dimensional research and association with different verticals of the Sharda University, having the hospital, engineering. We can achieve one of the biggest target. We can achieve the prototypes, products, good chemicals. If we come together, of course we are together, we need to work more closely. Bioinformatics is a program which was launched by the computer science engineering in totally in association biotechnology. And hopeful that this time we are going to get a good number of students in bioinformatics as well. It's not a new field, it's a decade and number of decades old. But in the recent years, recent decade, bioinformatics has got a lot of focus from all over world because of the hard work and achievements of the scientists all across world. And this is also going to play a big role in the coming future. With this, wish you all the best for the all organizing members of the committee, departments, faculties, volunteers, students. Thank you.
Thanks for the address, sir. We gratefully acknowledge your unflinching support, strong encouragement, and motivation that made this event happen. Proceeding further, I would like to invite Professor R.S. Sharma, Distinguished Professor, Department of Biotechnology, and Conference Chair, to kindly address the audience.
Good morning. Still 2 minutes are left. Honorable, the chief guest of the function, Minister of State, Sri Ashwini Kumar Choudhary ji, Honorable Chancellor of the Sharda University, Sri P.K. Gupta ji, the Pro-Chancellor of the University, Sri Y.K. Gupta ji, Honorable Vice-Chancellor of the University, Sri Shivram Khera ji, Honorable Dean Academic and the SSET, Sri Parmanand ji, Honorable Distinguished Professor, my colleague, Professor B.C. Tripathi ji, and Professor, the HOD of the Department of Biotechnology, Professor Abhimanyu Kumar Jha, the distinguished invited speakers, Dr. Ramesh Bonjai, Professor Anil Suri, Dr. Bhuvnesh Kumar ji, the Dean Research, Dr. Joshi, Dr. Mrs. Hassan Aslan, other invited guests, speakers, delegates, students, ladies and gentlemen. I think the most of the part has been already covered by the speech of Dr. Abhimanyu Kumar Jha, but I just wanted to mention few my thoughts which as a scientist and a teacher I must express my views. The biotechnology and bioinformatics, they have got the immense potential to serve the society or the humankind. Both these technologies are emerging very fast, and hence there is always need to review what are the development are going on with the help of the young the experts, the eminent experts, researchers, and the student also. The topics which highlighted by Professor Jha, they are very, very important, but in addition to that, I must share that there are a number of areas starting from personal cares, the medicine, the agriculture, the what you call biofuel. So many areas are there where the biotechnology is really playing an important role. So for the personal medicine is concerned, because the healthcare industry is going to be taken care of by the biotechnology in years to come. So here there are some important areas which I feel like gene editing, where the CRISPR technology, because scientists are sitting here, which play a very important role, because once you know this technology, then certainly you can have the specific gene editing program which play a very, very important role. Or the 3D printing, which play, you can understand the complexity of the tissues and the organs, which play a very important role again for development of the drugs. Then come the automation, which is a part of the very, very important, and diagnostics, because as a human being, we generally commit mistake in the diagnosis. So by doing such type of automation in the diagnostics, we can certainly minimize the error, and which may be in long term may be affordable too also. And the nanomolecules, by targeting the specific sites, we can certainly develop by using the nanomedicine and nanotechnology, various type of molecules, which will certainly help in addressing the issue of healthcare industry. But one of the most important thing which I always feel, that any technology which comes in the world has come with some new challenges. And what are the most important challenges are the ethical challenges, the social challenges, and the legal challenges. Like when I was working in ICMR, and my task was to develop the ART, you might have heard the name of the Bob Edward, who produced the country's world's first test tube baby, and the late Dr. Subhas Mukherjee, who produced the world's country's first test tube baby. But starting from 1978, this technology came to the nation or the whole world quite late, particularly in this country. It was very popular, become rather popular somewhere in 98 or 99. But why it took so much time? The Bob Edward took to get his Nobel Prize, who received the Nobel Prize in 2010, because of only these three issues. There are a number of social issues, ethical issues, or legal issues. And my point of addressing these issues here, then whenever we are working in this area of new technology, simultaneously we must address these issues, various social, legal, and ethical issues, which are very, very important. And if we can address these issues simultaneously, we can certainly reduce the time to bring the fruits of this technology to the people. So this is very, very important. And there are few challenges which I feel I must say here, like which are the future of these technologies, like the regenerative medicine. Regenerative medicine is very, very important to treat various type of diseases, particularly using the stem cell or any therapeutic regime or medicine. Or the 3D printers, that is very, very important, which play a very important role. Or artificial intelligence is also very, very important part. There are a number of technologies which certainly play a very, very important role. So I think this technology working in this area is of great significance, but one of the important things which when I was working with my colleagues at Department of Biotechnology, that interdisciplinary approach in organizing such type of conference are paramount important. And we have really taken a care of that, that when we are designing the scientific program, the all faculty starting from the medical people, the computer scientists, the engineers, and the biotechnologists, the life science people, the bioinformatic people, the biostatistician, all people are together, and then only we can certainly address the core issue of our healthcare system. So, and I believe that the deliberations which will be held during this conference will certainly accelerate the interest of the young faculty and the young student to come toward the research side. Because if the youth is the next generation, that is the power of the nation, and if we want to fulfill the dream of the Honorable Prime Minister, then youth have to come forward to the research to develop our own ideas, and then only we will be able to become the developed nation. So with these words, I hope that the deliberation will help the young students, the young researcher to start, have the more idea, to do the more research, and I think they will be able to achieve their lifetime goals too also. So with these words, I thank you everybody and wish you all the best in their future endeavor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us further about the event. I would now request Professor B.C. Tripathi, Distinguished Professor, Department of Biotechnology and Conference Chair, to offer vote of thanks.
Good morning to you all. First of all, I must say that the university stands for passing the knowledge from one generation to next and creating new knowledge through research for societal development. In this direction, this conference is organized to improve the knowledge base of our students and create a research potential in the university and across the country, so that the people who are participating in this conference are highly benefited. With this, these words I thank our chief guest, Sujukta Chaube, Sunil Kumar Chaube, who attended and gave a chief guest address, and we are thankful to him, and we'll certainly follow his advice for the future direction of the university. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind advice. We thank our Honorable Chancellor, Professor P.K. Gupta, and of course our Pro Vice Chancellor, Y.K. Gupta ji, for their all kind guidance and help in all directions possible. And I'm sure Sharda University will prosper and move forward in the right direction under their guidance. I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sivaram Kharaji, for his kind leadership of this university, and under his leadership, the university moving forward, I'm sure will continue to move forward in the right direction and improve the university further. I now thank Professor Parmanandji for his consistent guidance and always encouraging us whenever we need any help from him. And he has always helped us for organizing this conference. Not only that, for all other purposes also. He never says no. Always go ahead and encourage every teacher of this department and the school. And I thank in this Professor R. S. Sharma, who took a major responsibility of this, to organize this conference, and are also many resource generation and other details of organizing processes. Thank you, Professor Sharma, for your kind help for this department and for the university. We thank Professor Jha, the head of the department of this Department of Biotechnology, and for his help, for his administrative skills, and for the work, contribution, time he has spent, and contribution he has made to make this conference a success. I'm sure the deliberations we'll have later on in this conference will prove this point, that this will be a great academic achievement of our department and the School of Engineering Technology and Sharda University above all. Now I also thank all the teachers of the department, who have consistently helped us organizing this conference, and they are really, without their help, this conference could not be organized. All the teachers of the department have worked unitedly to make this conference a success. Thank you very much to my colleagues. And I just take the opportunity to thank all the students of this department and also students of other departments who have participated in this conference, and above all the volunteers who have really tirelessly worked day and night to make this conference conference. Actually, the conference belongs to all the volunteers, not to us. Thank you all the volunteers. Lastly, I will thank all the funding agency, DST, ICRB, Government of India, for helping us to organize this conference, and also different commercial entities, okay, who have helped us and provided financial help for the organization conference. Thank you very much for your kind presence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we would like to conclude our inaugural ceremony. I request all of you to please stand for national anthem. Post that, you're all invited for high tea. And I request you all, post high tea by 12:45, kindly assemble again in the auditorium. Please stand for national anthem, everyone. Thank you, everyone. You're all requested to kindly join us for high. There's something else? Just a second, please. There's one more announcement. Okay, so you're all requested to join us for high tea. For students, the high tea is organized at the 3rd floor. For all the delegates, faculty members and invitees guests, you are all requested to join at the 4th floor only. Students, the high tea is organized